All right, welcome to another episode of the Mod Pod. Another victory week for myself and Mr. Jose here. So
Damn right.
I say let's go
Victory
ahead
Wednesdays. I
and
love
Victory
it.
Wednesdays is the best feeling ever right now.
Cheers,
Cheers, my guy.
Yeah, I love it.
Ooh,
Also taking that shot for a good season. My Chicago White Sox got eliminated by the cheating Astros yesterday. So, that's shot is for them. They had a fantastic season. I enjoyed it. But now on to bigger, better things. We got Chicago Bulls. We got Blackhawks starting off today.
Yes,
and
sir.
Both the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears are on a bit of a streak right now.
Hey, win streak. I mean, Cowboys got a slightly better win streak, but Bears got a 2-game win streak as well, especially after a struggle and a loss when we were questioning things with Matt Nagy calling the plays.
You see what happens when he stops calling the plays?
Magic happens.
Magic happens. Magic happens. I'm not trying to focus on the negativity right now. All right, let's keep it positive.
I got you.
Let's start off with your Cowboys, man.
Let's crack a cold one real quick.
Yes, sir.
And we will jump into that.
I thought I had beer in my fridge. I drank them yesterday during the game, apparently, and so I'm stuck with some Trulies. So
all right,
let's
same.
get fucked up.
I almost had to get
white girl crazy.
Had to get the wife's Trulies as well, but I had one bottle of Corona, which I normally don't drink at all. So this is what I'm going through. I'm already out of Yingling and Landshark, unfortunately.
Tough times, man.
Cheers, my guy.
Cheers.
All right, so jump into it. Let's talk a little bit about the Cowboys coming off a win against the Giants. Game was a little shaky first couple quarters. I expected this to be a blowout, which happened in the end. More importantly, it was kind of played up with the injuries as well. I mean, to Saquon Barkley, who had the freak accident, stepping on, I think it was Lewis's foot while they're trying to cut him in between players. And then that thing just swelled up like a balloon. That was crazy.
This kid can't catch a break right now.
Yeah.
And he was looking good, especially in the last couple games. It looks like he was starting to get the feel back. But then to take this type of injury right now in the middle of, I mean, I wouldn't say the middle of the season, but
yeah,
we're getting there. And it's just devastating for the team. And then y'all go and get, what's his face concussed? Like he looked like Bambi, man.
Yeah, that was a bad hit. I mean, you lead with your head like that, that's what's going to happen, especially as being a quarterback. He's a big quarterback, and he was actually playing a decent game. So I'm sure that was tough for Giants fans to see that. I mean, when things were starting to click for him against the Cowboys, and then he gets taken out by like that. But man, that was bad. He got up, and then he just
no one really helped him up either. He just got up on his own, and it was like, yeah, guys, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Someone catch me.
And then looked like a homie after a night of fiesta for sure.
I've seen a couple of those frat guys downtown.
I mean, it was a good game. It had a good start. Again, it was kind of rocky for the Cowboys. The score, as far as what I was seeing, I thought it was going to be. It should have been a blowout. It looks like just a little bit of communication cues, and I hope that gets out of the way earlier rather than later, because they are going to be playing some better teams that are going to be more rounded. It was a good win though. I mean, Dak's still throwing the ball any which way he can. That offense is still going to be deadly. I mean, they're still missing, they're still missing Gallup. They're still missing Collins. When those two pieces just get there, it really doesn't matter right now. But when Gallup comes back, I think that's still going to be an upgrade from I don't know, Wilson.
Man. Wilson's doing good.
Yeah, he's not bad. But those sideline toe tap catches that you get out of Gallup, those are going to be those critical moments that you may need somebody to step up and make those plays.
Like later on in the season, right?
Yeah, and we'll see what happens. I mean, even with Collins missing time, we still got Steele, who, I mean, everybody was concerned about Collins being out and still coming in because of the number of sacks he gave up last time we saw him take on a starting role due to injuries. But he's been solid. I mean, throughout these 4 weeks, kid has been playing some solid ball in the O-line. So hats off to that guy. Man.
And, I mean, Zeke looked good. CeeDee Lamb with that pretty nice touchdown to catch. He's starting to get cooking now.
Yeah, they're looking good, man. I mean, the usage now with him with Schultz too. I mean, that's now one of his new favorite targets. It reminds me of like the Tony Romo, Jason Witten safety blanket. It's your
Here
go-to
we
guy.
go.
It's your go-to
Here
guy.
we go. Reliving the
Hey,
sexual fantasies.
There's Schultz fans that picked him up off the waivers that are happy right now because of that
Oh, of
chemistry
course.
that's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, 6
Can't
receptions,
get mad at
79
that.
yards, boom, there you go.
Hey,
But
and
Zeke's still looking good, man.
yeah, I see his little high step. He needs to be careful. That's the way Christian McCaffrey
He
kind of.
almost got caught. He almost got caught. He had to turn it up a little bit at the end. Homeboy was just like, I don't care if he calls that line. I'm gonna hit him.
Let's get in the end zone. All right, let's focus on that.
Hey, but we gotta talk about, of course, Trayvon Diggs, man. Another week, another interception. Kid is at 6 interceptions.
Ball hawk. He might be defensive player of the year if he keeps playing like this.
He could have had 2 more interceptions. There was two other ones that he dropped. He could have had 3 that game.
That's why he's not a receiver, like his brother.
True. Hey, that matchup would be something. Super Bowl, Bills and Cowboys. Diggs versus Diggs.
Really cool. Really cool.
No, the kids playing some good ball, man. Gotta give it up to Diggs. I mean, the only thing that worries me about the secondary is we don't really have another solid cornerback on the opposite side from him. Yeah. Brown is a bit of a liability. Yes, he did have the pick 6 that he came back with, but that was a garbage time pick 6. Let's be real about it.
Hey, there's nothing garbage about a pick 6, right? Those are earned.
It is at the time frame when it happened, all right? They're earned on the stat sheet. I'm just saying Diggs' interceptions compared to that one is a bit more. You get what I'm saying.
Got it. I got it.
Hey, but that Kadarius Toney guy, or Tooney guy, however you pronounce his last name for the Giants, why the hell have they been hiding that first-round pick this whole year?
Hey,
why was he so low on the depth chart?
Oh, I know. I don't know. That's why they're losing right now.
10 receptions, 189 yards. Granted, it was against Anthony Brown, but still, I mean, the kid was playing ball. Then he did the dumb mistake. Yes, I can't remember who it was, pushed him. But, hey, got to keep the emotions in check. That's part of the game. You can't be throwing fists out there because now you're going to get ejected like that.
A resurgence of Mike Glennon?
I don't know about a resurgence. We did have that interesting time where Glennon and also homeboy for the Raiders were sharing snaps. Peterman. So that was kind of weird at one point.
Yeah.
But Glennon, I wouldn't call it a resurgence. He looked a little shaky out there. I mean,
a little shaky. He's like a fucking giraffe, man. Like I could see way well over like the O-line, you know? He sees everything.
He was wearing frustration on his face, though. He was just like, it looked like when he was taking steps, like, I can't believe I have to do this again. Like, I don't want to go out here right now. Desperation, frustration. That's kind of what it looked like.
Get paid. That's why you're the backup. And hopefully the Giants can get Danny Dimes back. It was an ugly hit, but like you said, you know, don't go head first. Yeah. I think Aaron Rodgers was giving Joe Burrow the same advice, like, hey, learn to slide.
Yeah, on that hit for Joe Burrow, I mean, he's diving when he's still got 4 yards to go to the first down. Like, you got to slide at that point, man. You got to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Especially being faced with a franchise like that as a quarterback. I mean, for Danny Dimes, I understand he's right at the goal and he wants to extend, make that play for the touchdown. I mean, he was right there. It's just unfortunate bad hit. But for the Bengals, I mean, where he was at, you were still 3 yards from the first down, man. Like, there was no need for that
to go like that.
And then his head like ricocheted off the ground too.
Yeah. Well, his eyes were like kind of shut for a while, like kind of stunned. And the same thing for Danny Dimes too. Like he looked like he was done with as soon as that hit happened. And it wasn't like a dirty hit. It's just, you know, don't go head first.
I mean, I'm still excited with what the boys are doing, man. This game was expected to be a win as it should have been. Again, started off a little bit shaky. They just didn't get those cues in place. They're still missing 4 starters on the defense, which, I mean, when those pieces come back, it's just nothing but sky's the limit from there. I mean, they're only going to get better when some of these key pieces come back.
Yeah, I agree.
It's an exciting year.
Good things. Good things for Dallas.
So let's move on to the Bears' big win against the Raiders. Almost shut them out pretty much. I mean, very quiet game from the Raiders.
You know, and as you know, I was in El Paso with my brother-in-law were my both brother-in-laws.
So
They're
both Raiders fans, right?
both Raiders fans, and they were talking so much shit before the game, and even during the game. We had a quick 3-and-out, and they're like, "Oh yeah, nice quarterback you got there. He sucks," and then insert Derek Carr, and let's add Khalil Mack and Quinn, and call it a revenge game. I don't know. Did the Bears beat racism this Sunday? I don't know.
I mean, you might as well say that. I mean, they did. I mean,
I don't know. That's not me to say, but
you
Khalil
got
Mack
homeboy
got
without
that
a job,
dub.
and he did.
He went back. He beat the Raiders. Got a sack. Like, our defense has been stepping up, and I'm excited. I'm excited with that, especially because we gave up a couple of key players, defensive players this offseason who have not been doing so good in their new teams.
Okay.
While we're leading in sacks right now with 18, which a lot of people doubted the Bears defense this year, especially with our new coordinator. But that's enough with our defense. Can we focus on the young kid? Nothing. It wasn't flashy. It was a modest 111 yards passing. One touchdown. His first thrown touchdown in Las Vegas to our tight end. He did all right. He still learning. There's a couple of things that I wish, he wouldn't keep doing. He himself said that he was going to stop doing that spin move, and he took that spin move and took like a shot in the back, which I was kind of worried because they were getting to the quarterback early, and it kind of looked like they were trying to hurt us.
And it almost looked bad from when he was on that run where he almost, where he hyperextended his knee. Like when I saw that, I was just like, please tell me this kid's not done.
Oh,
like,
I know.
It looked way worse than what it was. I mean, because he comes back like 2 plays later.
Yeah.
Because Dalton just comes in for 1 play, right?
Look, yeah. And it was a crucial 1 play.
Yeah.
Because it was less than 10 yards for the first down, which I'm grateful for because he threw for 8. Because we know he doesn't pass more than 10 yards. But he got that first down.
Yeah.
And that's all that mattered. It kept the momentum going.
That's what you got the veteran guy there for.
Yeah. And as far as like missing David Montgomery, he's explosive. But I'm actually pretty happy with Williams and Khalil Herbert, our rookie. He looked very promising in the offseason. And he looks like he has that power and might have that, I wouldn't say the same explosiveness, but still enough to, this 1-2 punch with Williams and Herbert, we might be able to do some damage while David Montgomery gets healthy. Khalil Herbert had 18 attempts for 75 yards.
It's not bad.
That's nothing. It's not too shabby.
Yeah.
Williams did have that, that rushing touchdown, which, again, our O-line has been looking so much better, especially in the run game. I'm excited.
Yeah, no, I mean, they're looking like a fun team. It just seems like, defense, it has it together. It just seems like the offense is just trying to still figure itself out at this point. Against some of these other teams, you'd want to see more in the passing game and see a bit more out of Fields' arm. So
for sure.
I think when it comes to these other teams, we're going to have to see more 250-plus yard games from the kid with a couple touchdowns.
Exactly, especially with like the Chargers, the Browns, where they're like putting up, 39 points, 40 points.
Yeah.
Like nothing. Getting 4 catches from A-Rob, not too excited about that. Even with Darnell Mooney, he only had 35 yards receiving, but we still got the dub, 20-9. We got 3 sacks that game. Derek Carr looked a little scared, and he should have been.
So, passing game, what do you see that you've been watching those? Do you think is it just receivers having a hard time getting open? Is it just he's maybe holding the ball too long? What do you feel?
I honestly think it's more like I've seen a lot of plays where they're like chipping the defenders prior to running their routes to give Fields, a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of that. It's protecting the QB.
Just more with kind of like maybe the O line's a better run blocking O line versus pass protection O line.
Yeah, because I mean, it's not like the Tampa Bay fucking O line where Tom Brady can literally stand like a statue behind that line.
Right.
Like Justin Fields is always having to like run out of the pocket or curl out, which we want him to be a quarterback for a long time in Chicago, and if we want that to happen, we have to protect the kid. That's one of the biggest things that I'm seeing. Just I'm not a pro analyst, but protecting the QB should be number one.
Number one priority.
Correct. Number one.
I think that's a safe take right there for you.
I appreciate the heads up on that interception because it was like about 4 minutes ahead. I don't know, for some reason, my stream was a little bit delayed.
Oh, so it buffered a little too much when you first played it.
It was I was able to turn my camera on just in time to get the reactions of my brothers, and let's just say I love the look of defeat on their face.
And it's just something you can send them throughout. You can text it every morning. Just just keep sending that video for the rest of the season. Just keep sending the video.
Hey, do you remember that day where your team sucks?
Hashtag good times, good times.
Yeah. I had to be nice to him because he was cooking for me. So
fair.
But
now
it's a give and take. But it's a give and take. But I told him, I was like, I'm not a sore loser. Like, I've lost a lot in my life, especially being a Bears fan. So these wins, I appreciate them a lot.
Yeah.
But they just get upset, and I don't know why, because the Raiders have sucked forever.
Fair. And, I mean, now they're going to be in a conundrum without their head coach, so we'll see how bad that offense may be now or if it actually improves. Because a lot of people did complain about John Gruden and his old-school play calling, so we'll see what happens with the Raiders. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Knock on wood if you're with me, all right? Knock on wood.
Nobody's knocking anymore, man. Everybody's
I guess we can't do that no more, right?
Yeah.
My bad. My bad. Don't cancel me, you fucks.
Yeah, my deal is just how ESPN kind of just, has just been that's been the main topic the past 2 days, of course. And they're just like setting them on fire. It's like, this is the same guy that you guys hired and gave him his own show while all these emails were going around and while he still had this persona of offending everybody.
Yeah.
So y'all didn't check into that, but y'all are so quick to like, oh, well, here's our headline about Gruden, which I'm not agreeing with Gruden did anything correct. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the way ESPN's handling it. It's just like, let's focus on Gruden so nobody realizes the fact that we actually were the ones who hired him. And all this happened under our watch.
Yeah. There's a lot of analysts that are like really going in on him.
Yeah.
That have to make sure that their email history is spick and span.
So all these emails, just so I can catch up, because I was kind of lost on that. So the emails, are they all coming from the former Washington football team Redskins investigation? Is this where they're all stemming from?
Yes.
Okay, so
they haven't even.
There's probably going to be like some other people we're about to find out that did some stupid shit.
I think there's a ticking time bomb about to happen on the Washington football team's owner.
I mean, I think the fans for Washington will be happy about that. They've been asking for Dan Snyder's head for like past 20 years. I mean, they'll be happy for that if they get a new owner. I'm sure they're looking forward to that. But I wonder how far this rabbit hole is going to go and how many other people are going to come out from all this unclean.
Well, Shefty's already getting some heat for. I didn't look into like the whole specifics. I was at work today, working, guys. I'm working on the clock.
He just said the
yeah. So and I just thought it was funny because Schefter was like really going in on him.
Yeah.
And then his name started popping up in some of these emails. So we'll see what happens. I really hope that Shefty doesn't get fucking canned.
Yeah. I'm sure Ian Rappaport wouldn't mind, though. He's like, my time to shine, new guy. Yeah, I get to break the trades. I get to break the rules. All right, so let's move forward. Tell me a little about fantasy. How'd you do this week?
The one league where I had not won a game, I finally won.
Okay.
I lost in our league, our big
Mhm.
money league. I finally lost. Just have a lot of injuries right now are plaguing me. But our small league, your boy has gone from 10th place.
From 0 to hero.
I'm almost at that number 1 spot, man. Almost there.
Yeah, I got a dub in that league, and in our money league, I got a big comeback dub, and I was down 1-3, so now I'm going in 2-3 now. So feels good.
It
Shout out
does.
to Mark Andrews, and shout out to homie starting the Ravens defense, who gave him a fat 0 points. But Mark Andrews, the one time I needed him to go off, answered the
Hey,
call.
there was murders committed on that league. And I think my team, your team, we just slaughtered.
Yeah.
We slaughtered people. Oh, and I know we wished Frank happy birthday last week.
Uh-huh.
And as a birthday present, my wife handed him a fucking fat L. She was scheduled to lose by a lot, and she ended up killing
Beating the
him.
projection. Love it when it
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah. So happy birthday, Frank. This L's for you.
All right, so let's go to week 6 preview. So let's go back to the Bears. You guys are playing your most heated rivalry for yourself, the Green Bay Packers.
Hold on.
All right.
It's Packers week?
It's Packers week.
Oh, let me get out the cheese grater. It's cheese grater time. Because fuck Aaron Rodgers. Right here.
Nice.
We're fucking them up. This is like, I told you this last season. This is like my mini Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, I can lose the whole season, but if we beat the Packers,
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. All is right in the world.
All right. Hopefully
all is right in the world. And our defense,
for sure, that game.
Holy fuck. The only thing that we have to worry about is stopping Davante Adams.
Yeah. He's been on fire this season.
Green Bay should have lost this weekend. There's no need for like 6 missed field goals.
Yeah. That was a crazy game with them and the Bengals.
And that last field goal that they missed, it set up there was too much fucking time for Aaron Rodgers. He chunks it up. Davante Adams catches it. Like, we've seen this fucking song and dance over and over and over again.
Yeah.
The Bears have to go in, fucking stomp him, let the defense just all out blitzes on him. I feel comfortable with our DBs. I just need Justin Fields to have a monster day because this might be the last time Aaron Rodgers plays against us as a Packer at Soldier Field.
And I think that's what it goes back to earlier. I think this is going to be one of the games where we're going to have to see his arm on display.
It has to. We have to put up points.
Yeah, I don't think you guys can just win with a good run game here. I mean, unless they're just putting up some crazy numbers, but we're going to have to see some A-Rob action. We're going to have to see some deep passes to Mooney. Something's got to go right in the passing game for the Bears.
We have to get – I don't want to get cute with some fucking crazy plays like the Chiefs tried to do this past Sunday, where they're doing the theatrics like, oh, who's the quarterback, do that, blah, blah, blah. No, just straight run it down their fucking throat, score some points, play some defense, make Aaron Rodgers cry, and we win. Because I honestly feel like if it's a close game, Mason Crosby is not going to have another game like he had this weekend. And if we get down by 2 touchdowns, it's over. Aaron Rodgers is not going to let up.
And then make sure there's less than 25 seconds on the clock for Rodgers if it comes down to it.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't. Please, Matt Nagy, don't do that.
Go all the way to 0-0-1, then kick the field goal. If you guys got to go for the win that way, you keep it that way. But I think it's going to be I would say that might actually be, the better game of the week, to be honest.
Well,
matchup-wise.
I appreciate that.
I mean, that's one game I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to more than what Cowboys are playing, to be honest. But I guess let's go to the Cowboys.
Let's go to the Cowboys.
They're playing against the New England Patriots, which Nothing crazy as far as offense goes for them. They still got a rookie quarterback who hasn't done anything too crazy. But you're still going against Bill Belichick, who is one of the always most prepared coaches for
Oh
any given
man,
situation.
I thought they were going to lose this weekend.
Yeah.
Miller is looking pretty fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
He's lining them up, but Belichick found a fucking way to win. So yeah,
I mean, that's the thing. It comes down to going against one of the greatest coaches to have ever coached. So you're not playing Joe Schmo here and there. Greatest offensive coaching mind, defensive coaching mind, just coaching mind in general to ever go against. So they're always going to be prepared. They're going to expect something. They're probably going to do a little bit of trickery because they do that from time to time. They make something happen
for sure.
So it's one team that you can never really count out. I think it may be. I don't know really. I think the Cowboys can still win with maybe up by 2 touchdowns. I think it's still possible because I don't really see any way of possibly stopping that offense as well as it moves right now. They either start off smashing with the run, they have the passing game. There's just too many weapons right now for the offense. The only key concern is just the defense. Yes, we have Trayvon Diggs who's getting interceptions left and right, but we still give up a lot of yardage in the air and even on the ground. So it's not really that complete of a defense. They are at least staying competitive, but thankfully we have an offense that can win or put up numbers for a shootout.
Hey, Tony Pollard's looking real nice.
Yeah, I mean he's got that burst. He's just got that extra. That he's got that like the NOS button in the Fast and Furious. You can just take off.
Is he on contract right now?
Good question. I think he came in 2017, 2018. I think he's still got maybe 1 or 2 years on his contract. He's still on a rookie contract for sure.
He's going to look to get paid.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's going to be a number 1 running back somewhere soon. I don't.
Yeah.
With the way the cap room's looking, I mean, they still have to address, the wide receiver group. Who knows what's going to happen there? And then, with all the 1-year signings that we picked up from some of the ex-Falcon guys that are now on here, like Neil, who knows what that cap room situation is going to look like. It's not something I'm really looking forward to because I know a lot of familiar faces are going to be gone. And it's also something like me as a big Michael Gallup fan, he may not be here next year.
Yeah.
It may come down to that.
I could see that.
I've slowly been prepping myself up for that.
I'm with you. This should be a game similar to like the Giants, I feel like, but an easily attainable win for y'all.
I feel like it too, but I wouldn't be surprised with, again, when it comes down to coaching that it may be like a close dogfight. I really wouldn't underestimate Belichick and his defense.
Are you at home?
Can show up. Good question, actually. Let me see for this one. We are going to be in New England.
Ooh.
So even tougher atmosphere.
Yeah.
But that Cowboys crowd likes to show up though, to away games. You never know.
Oh yeah. Cowboys travel well.
Yeah, be a good 3:00 game.
So does the Bears because it looked like a home game in Vegas.
Yeah, I did see that. That's crazy.
And especially like the win highlights that the Bears posted afterwards, like the whole crowd was just cheering for them as they were like running back in after the game. So that's exciting, and they finally brought back Club Dub.
Yeah,
like I'm not mad at this. Like right now, it's a lot of things to be excited for, but this right here, like I said, this stretch is going to be our test. We have Green Bay this week. We have Tampa Bay next week, and then we end the month at Pittsburgh. So it's going to be tough.
Yeah, so you guys got Packers, you got Bucks, then you have the Niners, and then
the Niners. I forgot that.
You guys got Niners on the 31st.
The Niners is Halloween, and then it's the Steelers, right?
Spooky game.
Yeah,
then it's the Steelers. So Steelers start off November.
Yeah,
but
we'll see.
We'll see what happens with that. I mean, that's going to be a good QB duel though for the Niners and Bears. Lance versus Fields. That's going to be.
I don't know. After this last outing, I think they're more. They're wanting to get Jimmy G back as fast as possible.
Yeah. We'll have to see.
He's doing the whole Matt Nagy, like Jimmy G is still our starter.
Yeah.
If he's healthy.
I don't know why they have to like patronize like the players like that. Like they're all grown ups. Just get out there and say it. They don't know.
Of
They don't know how
course.
the world works. Just cut the bullshit. And if you want
You're
to
not
start this
fooling
guy over that
anyone.
guy, just do it. Yeah.
They're watching tape on both. Like,
no true
doesn't
fan
matter.
cares about who you start, as long as you start the guy that they want to see.
For sure.
That's all that matters. They're not going to get on Twitter and just be like, "Oh, can't believe he's not giving Jimmy G a fair chance." Nope, nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go on. Let's go ahead and do the Pickems. Where are we at on the Pickems, Jose?
Oh man, you went 11.
Yes,
You got 11
sir.
right. I got 8. I totally went. I went too far left. I went too far left, like all the kickers this Sunday, and so right now the total is 33-41. You have a pretty nice lead right now.
All right, got a little healthy lead. Okay, I can dig it. I can dig it.
Yeah, so feel free to get crazy this week.
All right, so let's see who we at. I think this is. Wait, you sent me one, but I think this is last week's games though.
Did I?
Oh, I think
There's no way.
They have it wrong on here. Hold on, let me see. No. You're good. I looked at it wrong. My bad. So we have Thursday night. So tomorrow night we have Tampa Bay at Philly. Who pulled off a win that I didn't think was ever going to happen.
Right.
But I mean,
like lightning doesn't strike twice.
Yeah, lightning does not strike twice, and if it does, it is very, 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 very rare that it does. So I'm going Tampa here.
All right. Same.
I don't know what happened to Sam Darnold. He was back to seeing ghosts that game.
Yeah, it was bad.
That looked like Adam Gase Darnold is what that looked like.
That's what I told Steph too. I was like, this is the Jets Sam Darnold. Like, This is not the guy that we've been seeing the last 4 weeks.
All right, so we got Miami versus Jacksonville. I'm going to go Jacksonville for the first win.
Oh, fuck. I was going to go same. I think this is a game where they can at least get one win here.
We may be getting a little cocky, though, because that Miami defense, that secondary is pretty nice. But it could be a good chance for them to win. As long as Robinson's moving well now. He's getting some usage.
No, exactly. He's playing really well. Yeah.
So who knows? We can go there. But I think Jacksonville may get their first dub there. Then we got Green Bay at Chicago. Both going Chicago here?
Oh, of course. Fuck. It was more of a question for you.
No, I'm going to go Chicago here.
All right.
And then we got Cincinnati at Detroit. Man, I mean, heartbreak for the Lions, man.
Did you see the coach?
Yeah, he was crying.
You see the coach? Oh,
he was
it fucking killed me.
You can just tell, he just cares about that team, and he's just tired of coming that close and just losing these games.
I honestly thought that they had the dub too.
It just comes down to these last minute, just crazy momentum swing comebacks. It's just, I mean, it's heartbreaking. I mean, that's why he was so emotional. It's literally heartbreaking.
I want to say
I would hate to watch
3 of those games. 3 of those games came from a field goal, 50 plus.
Yeah.
So
I think you might be right on that.
So that shit right there is fuck. You have the game won. You just need to make a couple of extra stops. That's it.
So who are you taking, Cincy or Detroit?
I'm going Cincy.
I'm going to go Cincy here. I don't think it's going to be Detroit's week, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But they will get a dub eventually. Hopefully. I don't know what the rest of their schedule looks like. Then you got Houston at Indianapolis. I'm going to take the Colts.
I'm going to get crazy. I'm going to Houston here.
Whoa. All right. So first crazy pick that we have, Houston. Well, I guess Jacksonville may be the – no.
Nah, I think H-Town versus Indy is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think Houston getting the dub here is a little bit crazy. Yeah, so Houston for yourself. I'm going to take Indy here. Then we got the Rams at the Giants. Bad matchup to go back up after all these injuries. I got to take the Rams here.
Yeah, for sure.
I wouldn't be surprised if Henderson has a big running game here too. So if you're looking for something out of Henderson, which is starting to come back off of those injuries, this is probably one of the better matchups for him to be in.
And he's been looking pretty decent the last couple games.
Yeah, he can turn. I mean, he's just been a little bit battered up by the injuries, but yeah, he can definitely run the rock. So then we got Kansas City at Washington. Kansas City, we just got bent over backwards by the Bills. I mean, that defense for the Bills is stout.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Josh
I think
Allen
it's
is
also
playing QB1 Josh Allen things when everybody kind of doubted him with the shaky start, saying this is not the same Josh Allen from last year. But yes, it is. This is the same exact guy.
Man, that hurdle at the end, man, like what a way to end it off.
Yeah.
Like the kid's special. I honestly, Kansas City, right now I'm pretty sure, Taco's in full meltdown mode.
Yeah.
He wants to get rid of like the whole fucking defensive team. And I can understand that. Like no one's playing the way we've known Kansas City to play the last couple years.
Yeah.
I think all of that is kind of catching up to him. It's like you can't just expect to be good without actually trying. And I don't think that they've been trying, especially defensively. It's a lot of laziness at the QB position. Some of these plays.
It's that they never really addressed the O-line from last year. They added depth pieces, but they never, kind of beefed it up. They never beefed up that O-line. They just added more depth pieces of anything. And that O-line does not look good. It still looks just as bad as it played in the Super Bowl when it was banged up.
Yeah.
So,
and then you have Clyde getting hurt.
Yeah.
It's not like he was doing a lot to begin with.
Williams looked more explosive as a runner, to be honest. It may be an actual upgrade.
And if you haven't picked him up already, someone
You're late,
already
first
did.
of all.
Yeah, for sure.
He's already gone.
Yeah.
So here, I'm going to take Kansas City just because that Washington
they bring
defense,
it back.
Yeah, they're going to bring it back. Washington's
this is a good game for them.
Is not at what everybody wanted it to be at. They're no longer that top 5,
And if they
top
lose to
10
Washington, Joe, we're going to fucking get in that ass. We're going to make fun of you so bad because they suck. If they lose to Washington, just turn your phone off.
Just put the whole group chat on mute. Don't look at it until like 2 weeks later and then come back. Then we have Minnesota at Carolina. Who are you taking here?
I'm going Carolina because Sam Darnold does not see ghosts at home.
At home, I'm going to take Carolina here too.
Cool.
Then we got Chargers at Baltimore. I'm going to take the Chargers here.
Same. I like the game that Baltimore had, but I think the Colts just allowed them to do that.
Yeah.
Like, the whole team is special. Lamar Jackson is special. They just let him do him at the end.
Right.
I honestly feel like Baltimore got – I'm not even going to say that they got lucky. They played ball.
Yeah.
But the Chargers are just – I think they're on fire right now, especially the run game is special. And
Eckler's a beast right now.
Justin Herbert is just balling out.
He's got
there's
that
no
cannon,
sophomore slump here. Like he's doing well.
And then you got Mike Williams for them. If Keenan Allen's locked up or having a low productive game, you have Mike Williams on the other side who's going to put up like 2 touchdowns and 100+ yards.
Yeah.
So then we got Arizona at Cleveland. Cleveland hasn't looked bad this year. Just come down to a lot of shootouts with them when the points do start racking up on there. But if there's one team that just can score faster than anybody else, it's the Cards right now. And I gotta go Cardinals here. If it comes to a shootout,
I'm going Cleveland.
I gotta go Cardinals.
Going Cleveland here.
All right, so let's see. Then we got Vegas at Denver. We're gonna have the whoever interim coach is gonna be for Vegas. I don't know what's going on there. I haven't really looked into it. So I'm gonna take Denver here.
Same.
Just to take advantage of the chaos.
I am too, and I want to say that is a division game.
Yeah. And
so
the standings for that division as of right now. Let's see.
I want to say the Raiders were on top.
Let me see. Bear with me.
What is it? Denver, Raiders, Chargers?
Yeah, okay. So it's Chargers,
Kansas?
Broncos, Raiders, and Kansas. So Kansas is, of course, at the bottom right now, being 2-3. You got Chargers at the top, 4-1. You actually have the Broncos 3-2. Granted, a lot of the wins came from some of the weaker NFC East teams. And then you got Raiders 3-2, who are coming off a big loss against the Bears. So, this is essentially a big game for both teams.
Yeah.
Trying to hopefully move up to that number one spot.
That should be a good game.
Yeah.
Essentially.
that should essentially be a good game, but who knows what that offense
Yeah,
will
I
look
don't
like
see them coming back. So
So we're going Broncos
how
here.
about them Raiders? They suck. Fuck you.
Then you got Dallas at New England. Both going Dallas here?
Yeah.
All right. Then we got Seattle at Pittsburgh. I'm going to take Seattle. I don't believe in Roethlisberger against.
Even with Russell Wilson not playing?
Even with Wilson now, I will take Geno Smith over the broken Ben Roethlisberger.
I'm going Pittsburgh here.
Hey, bro, Geno could ball. He didn't look bad when he had to step in.
Right. I still take
Geno
Pittsburgh
Smith.
here.
It's going to be Genocide, all right?
I like it. I would remember that.
And then you got Buffalo at Tennessee. This is not the same Tennessee team that everybody expected, especially from last year. Got to go Buffalo here.
I'm going to go
Even
Tennessee.
at home.
I'm going to go Tennessee.
That is bold. That is bold, sir.
They're going to keep that run game. I mean, you text me earlier this week. How many attempts did
142 attempts already.
Insanity.
The next two guys have like 91 and 87.
Insanity. So I think if you take the time away from the Bills and you just run the clock and just dominate on the field, you don't give the Bills too much time to do any magic. That's just the way I see it. And I think this is going to be an upset game. Everyone's looking at the Bills after this Kansas City win. I think they get knocked back down to reality just a little bit, just to get a little taste of humbleness. Tennessee wins.
So, fun fact to note is I believe the Bills currently are sitting as the number 3 team for run defense. So this will be essentially a good matchup for.
It'll be a test.
Derrick Henry. It'll be a good test.
Yeah.
Who better yet to test it against the guy that's going to probably get the ball 30 attempts this game. So.
Yeah, and one thing I was like noticing, especially this past week, is he usually like running backs are not that far away from the line, like to get the handoff. Yeah. But Derrick Henry is like a good almost like 15 yards behind.
10, 15 yards behind. Like he has to get that steam for that engine rolling,
and you could tell like once he's going,
he's just rumbling, tumbling, man.
The train's coming.
It's just like he's just a lean Jerome Bettis at this point, if anything.
Yeah.
But he's his own dude. I mean, he's a beast. And then they also utilize him on the screen passes as well. So, yeah, it's going to be a good test for the Buffalo defense. So I'm still going to go Bills here. So you're taking Tennessee, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. It's going to be a good Monday night game, though. Should be.
Yeah. Maybe all these games have been good lately.
Yeah. There hasn't really been like.
Do we
if
get
anything? They may start slow, but then they just get competitive at the end.
Yeah. Do we get Peyton and Eli back this Monday?
No, I think they said they're off 3 weeks. I think we have to go the next 3 weeks.
I really like that stream.
Yeah, I like it as long as I'll watch it if it's not like either one of our teams playing, because then I like to just kind of actually pay attention and watch the game. But for other games, yeah, it is pretty entertaining. Or like I went back and watched the Cowboys afterwards, and it was entertaining, like what they were doing.
Yeah,
like they're funny. It's entertaining. Like you said, it's entertaining. It's funny. And so I don't think they need to actually bring on any guests, though. I think just them two interacting makes it better. I think some of the guests, like they just try to find timing.
Eli roasts Peyton like the whole show.
like brother, they act like brothers. That's the best part. Yeah.
But the thing is, like, you don't expect it from Eli because he's so like clean cut, and like it's just fantastic. I love that shit.
It's just like away from the podium, he's himself. Like, and I like it, and it makes him likable. As a Giants quarterback, never cared for the guy.
Yeah.
Hated him.
Well, I mean,
but then away from
division
there,
rival.
Yeah. But I mean, away from there, cool guy.
Yeah.
All right, so that is gonna wrap up this episode. Good luck this week, my guy. I mean, you got a really good matchup, and this is your Super Bowl week right here.
It's always my Super Bowl week when it's the Bears versus Green Bay.
Get the grater out one more time.
I'm gonna have my cheese grater ready. And Packers fans are not going to be ready if we win.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a good loser, but I'm a terrible winner. That's something that I think my brother-in-law said. Like, he likes to rub it in people's faces. And I fucking hate I wouldn't say I fucking hate the Packers. I just hate Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
I hate Aaron Rodgers
Well,
and everything that he's done to me.
I think the stat for the Cowboys playing the Patriots is that we have never beaten the Patriots.
Oh, fuck.
So, I mean, granted, Tom Brady's been with them that entire year.
Let's break that.
Let's break that. We're going to break that this week.
Let's break that
and I hope it's just like an ass whooping. It's 20-plus points. Let's go for it.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, so that's all for this episode. Jose, if you want to do your go-to, my guy.
Yeah, man. I'm ready to drink some more beers. I'm going to enjoy the Blackhawks opening night now.
Yes, sir.
So cheers and hit that shit, both of you. See you next week.